As humans, we don't feel enough, or we don't allow ourselves the space to truly feel it all. This is because the feelings that we experience sometimes are uncomfortable, painful, or we have a judgment that we shouldn't be feeling them at all. These feelings are actually signposts. They're signposts of something more and deeper within ourselves, and that's why we feel them. Whether it's happiness, anger, fear, disappointment, they're all trying to tell us something. They exist for a reason. One application of being self-aware is paying attention to that signpost, paying attention to your true feelings without analyzing it yet. And we see this in children. Their feelings just erupt and emerge. They're not analyzing it, they're not dissecting it, they're not criticizing themselves, just simply allowing it to flow and exist. There's a common perception that we shouldn't be feeling these feelings. We shouldn't be angry. And if you're feeling sad, you should stop. You should fix it. This is one part of my continued series of unconditional love. How self-awareness truly allows us to feel who we are. A few tips are: feel it through and feel it all. Allow the feeling to come forward in a safe space. This could be by yourself, in a room, in the bathroom, but really allow yourself that moment to truly feel it all. 2, no judgment and no analytics. This means the rational mind, put it away. Tell your brain and your head, we're not going to solution this right now. You have to be really proactive in this. This will hijack all of this. And it's normal. So you have to be proactive to tell it, stop. I'm not solutioning and I'm not analyzing. I don't need to do anything right now, but feel. 3, no criticism, whatever that feeling is. The whole point here is to allow the feeling to emerge and observe it. 4, expand that observation. Can you give it a name? If you can't, can you draw it out? If you can't, can you act it out? Give it space to emerge out of yourself in some type of physical form, whatever that could be. And 5 is about self-love and validation. Give yourself that moment and acceptance that this is who I am, this is what exists in me, and I love it all. It's almost the reverse of no self-criticism, but taking it a step one further and just giving yourself a little self-love. And once you understand this, you can observe this in yourself. You can do the exercises yourself. You can teach it to your children. So for example, if your child is going through some emotions at that moment, think of those 5 steps. Don't judge them. For example, by saying, you shouldn't cry. You shouldn't be angry. That's us putting our own lens on how they should be receiving their own emotions. Be there for them. Allow them to express it in the fullest in a safe environment with them. Hold the space for them. That could be hugging them, having them in your lap, or sitting beside them. And once that runs its course, be a facilitator in their own self-reflection. Ask them to do exercises around naming it, giving it characteristics, drawing it out, acting it out. Teach them to take out their feelings and just observe. No judgment, no solutioning, no actions. And finally, love them for it. Love them that they've expressed themselves fully and safely in front of you. Love that they're able to do that. And tell them, I love you. I love who you are. I love how you're showing up. I love how we can talk about it. I love how you're able to show me these emotions safely. And then we'll talk about it. Then let's work through it. That's unconditional love. And it always starts with ourselves first. If we're able to support ourselves in meaningfully expressing and understanding our own emotions, we can teach our children the same. You can also watch these other videos on unconditional love. Stay tuned for my upcoming course series on developing self-awareness. There's so many applications when we understand ourselves and what it means to those relationships that matter to us the most.